Alrighty, so I know that I missed the last update video here, and I'll get back on that. I just got busy again last weekend, but I'll be back on making some update videos on the GPU mining and also on Chia here. So I just thought I'd kind of give an update on Shadow now. So Shadow, if you remember, I was using their cloud service to basically run some mining stuff. So I was using, whoops, that logged out. But anyways, I was using their cloud service to go ahead and log into whatever their basically cloud PC is and mine from there. And so they had a nice NVIDIA, GPU there. It was pulling in maybe $1 a day, which is not too bad, right? But like I said, I knew that it was against their terms of service and I decided to go forward with it anyways. And now, yeah, they went ahead and banned me about a week ago. So what they basically told me is that they are gonna, I ended up getting an error actually. So I wasn't able to log into my account. I was able to log in on the browser, but not into my actual PC. And so when I questioned them why, I sent them an email and I said, hey, I'm having this error. They said, well, you broke our terms of service. And they said, we're not gonna elaborate on why you broke our terms of service, but they ended up just saying that we're not gonna be able to reinstate your account. And so I was like, all right, well, sounds good, I guess, right? And so I read through their, an email and I read through the terms of use and all that. And really what they were trying to get me on was going around the standby mode or whatever. So after every couple hours it goes down, the PC will go down. And so interestingly, I actually wasn't using anything to do that. In the beginning, I was using a mouse mover, but I ended up deciding not to use that. And I would literally sit there and maybe if I was browsing anything, I would just browse on Shadow instead of browsing on my normal PC, and that way I kept the GPU mining alive anyways. So I ended up going ahead and trying to mess with that, and it really didn't work out, like I said, So either way, they went ahead and they banned me, and they said we're not gonna give you your money back or anything. I said, will you give me my at least a prorated return back on the month that I didn't use, or the days that I didn't use of the month? And they said, well, if you break our terms of service, you can't do that. So obviously, if you really wanted to, you could go ahead and get a chargeback on your credit card. I'm sure you'd be fine. But again, they basically were not wanting to refund me. They said, you broke our terms of use, so we're not going to go ahead and give you a refund. So I just thought I'd make a quick video explaining exactly what happened there and basically how they banned me and I'm no longer allowed to use Shadow. But I think it was a good experiment. I was hoping if it worked, it would be kind of something scalable, even if it's only $1 a day. It costs about $30 a month. So at the end of the day, you're making maybe $1 a month max, maybe, $1.50 a month, $2. But the reality is that if you could do that, that would mean that you could make, 50 accounts and have, $50 a month coming, and make 100 accounts, have 100, So that was kind of my idea on that, where I could, I guess, pull in just slightly more than what I was spending. But regardless, I think it's for the best. I know again, it probably wasn't the most ethical thing to do anyways, if they don't want you to do it. But again, I think hopefully this helps anyone else who's kind of looking into doing it. Regardless, thank you for watching, and I'll get back to making another video on Sunday.